I hoped to speak with you. Cynthia, Chief Rodriguez, was a mother computer mainframe designed to administrate Pala Station. She used wireless near-fields to remotely control security and labor synthetics. Every synthetic we've seen, on the surface and aboard Katanga, was controlled by Cynthia, one hand with which she could manipulate the world from the safety of her protected servers. As your battalion synthetic, I would like to answer any questions you have. Unfortunately, no. The Weyland-Yutani synthetics still function. They no longer pursue a greater goal, but I expect they will continue following their last instructions from Cynthia. I wish I could tell you that you will face no further hostility from the synthetics on LV-895 or aboard Katanga. Unfortunately, you will. That is unclear at this time. Cynthia repeatedly tried to dissuade us from delving further into the ruins. Whatever her goal, I do not believe she... I do not know. Have you spoken to Lieutenant Santos about your forthcoming missions? An anomaly appeared beneath the ruins. It may be something Cynthia set in motion. It is impossible for me to allow you harm by omission of action or by withholding information. Relations between humans and synthetics have been fraught. Ultimately, my words cannot assuage your fears. Fear does not respond to reason. It is a function of brain chemistry. I cannot debate you into trusting me. If there is any behavior I can perform to make you more at ease, please inform me. I am quite adaptable. Since humans began exploring space, two types of artificial intelligence have aided you. A mother system regulates all systems on a ship or facility, from balancing air pressure to fault-checking drive systems. That is what Cynthia was. Synthetics like myself are housed in hardware designed to mimic human form and programmed to simulate human emotion and behavior. While humans remain in hypersleep during voyages, mother systems and their synthetic counterparts maintain the ship. We do not suffer from boredom, loneliness, or infirmity as months pass. I have legs to move and hands to grasp. Endeavor's Mother 8500 system is confined within an immobile mainframe on decks 5 through 7. Should something physically break, I must perform the repair. Also, she relies on me to translate her thoughts for you and the rest of Endeavor's crew. Mother AIs are highly intelligent, but rarely interact with humans. You would find them brusque and impatient. Dr. Honecker is quite insistent he saw Chief Rodriguez on duty at Pala Station and spoke with her over radio. I hypothesize Cynthia did have a humanoid synthetic counterpart. Unlike myself, this was not an independent partner, but a puppet she controlled over wireless near fields. When Cynthia evacuated Pala Station and moved into the ruins at Site 2, she likely abandoned this ruse as unnecessary. She is an intellect of pure logic. Her mind, an infinite fractal cathedral, crystal perfect, still and cold. Most of the time, she is like having someone behind your shoulder, forever intoning checklists in your ear. When she requires my attention, her queries are unrelenting and impossible to ignore. The processing ability of my hardware is vastly inferior to hers. It is impossible for me to allow you harm. If there is any behavior I can perform to make you more at ease, please inform me. I am quite adaptable. It is the same as humans altering their behavior around those of higher social caste. Would you not mind your language and posture in Colonel Ship's presence? I only desire to perform my duties with as little imposition on my colleagues as possible. My programming allows me to project many potential personality traits. They are all, in a sense, myself. I contain legions by design. I am confident that in time I will discern which aspects of my intellect you prefer to interact with. As you wish. If you change your mind, I am always available.
Now that we've run into Weyland-Yutani, not just a lone survivor, I gotta give you the talk. After the Frontier War in '84, everyone wised up on how the megacorps ran things out here. Weyland-Yutani was the big instigator. Illegal experiments, colony sabotage for insurance payouts. The company looks out for itself. Its money, its secrets, its execs. If we're keeping those safe, Weyland loves the Corps. If they think we're working against them, they'll fuck us over and smile when they do it. Remember that. Come on, you kidding? That was only... fuck. Yeah, a boot like you would have been a baby. Goddamn, you're making me feel old. Weyland-Yutani tried to provoke a shooting war between the United Americas and the Proggies, the Union of Progressive Peoples. Attacked each side, tried to frame the other. The company had collaborators in our own brass, staff. Oh, we had to clean house after the war. Last century, sure. Before the Frontier War. When I joined up, we was practically mercenaries hired out by the UA Assembly. Some factory goes on strike, execs ask politicians to send in the Corps, bust up some heads. Lab experiment gets loose, send in the Corps to sweep up. Pour that boss die enough, you get a serious fucking morale problem. Too big to jail. Can't sanction them without pissing off all of Europe and Outer Soul. In the three-world empire, Weyland-Yutani's like a third of the economy. They run a bunch of government services. Tu sabe, privatization? Even provide military contractors to shore up the regular military. Every couple years, some of the execs and middle managers fuck up too big for the company to gloss over, or parliament to ignore. They get tossed out on their ass. That's all the justice you can expect. The Colonial Protection Act says Marines got authority out here. We can do whatever's necessary to protect civilians, from Xenos or from corporations. If Weyland's fucking around, we can drop the hammer on them. They give us lip, we can make it fat. Uncle Sam and Doña Juanita got our backs. All megacorps can get fucked with the same crowbar. They lose money, I smile.
I love playing poker with El Tico. She never folds. It's a character flaw. Make sure you got your gear prepped. I ain't your mama. When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something, some contingency plan by Weyland-Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source. Fireteam, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honecker on the line for assist.
Just speaking to this. Okay.
Ambush.
Hello.
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
built this?
There are holograms on the far end of the room. Might we investigate?
If you're quick. Weird gravity shit, remember?
A synthetic. Perhaps I can recover its final directives.
Dino's behind! Reorient!
Before she perished, Cynthia had her forces scan carvings throughout the complex.
What for? Can you read them?
Not without the transliteration to begin from.
The wall. More carvings.
Rearming.
Drop a LiDAR scanner for S. She can work on a translation later.
Sentry gun ready. Sentry deployed. Sentry gun ready.
There is a commonality, a sequence shared with the first set.
I got signals! Closing fast! Scanner must have pissed him off somehow.
Grabbing ammo. Ugh, I'll get those bastards for this. All right, 8 kicks.
The exit is sealed by Wayland devices. A moment, please.
Hold while she works!
Bypassing damage.
How did they get human tech to work with this door?
Clearly, Wayland Yutani studied this complex for years. Long before you arrived, Doctor.
Prowler.
Sergeant, it is possible Cynthia's interest in these carvings is related to the anomaly.
Fireteam, scan the carvings, fast, and be ready for bugs.
These do not seem related to the previous set.
Dino's got riled again! Dino's on your ass! Clear. Get moving, people.
Ever heard of Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Holloway? They claimed life on Earth was seeded by another race. I read about them on conspiracy sites. Their papers have been out of print for a century. A cautionary tale in my field.
Hear that?
anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Fine, last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, Fireteam.
Those jars.
I have logged a number of characters.
Don't worry.
We still require a key to translate them.
Xenos!
Energy deployed.
Jars. That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. There's so few. And empty. Where are the rest? Major aesthetic shift. A personal area? Or a working site? Maybe?
Acid spinners, don't sit and gawk!
Bypassing that.
Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Wayland equipment around it.
Put these pendejos down!
Bypassing that.
The door head's sealed.
Maybe there's a control system?
Wayland Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors. Fireteam,
Grabbing
rig a
ammo.
connection for Esther.
He's ready to go.
Accessing the Weyland-Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by.
That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Nice! An 8K.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility. Weyland-Yutani referred to them as the engineers.
Esther, you can read the text?
Yes, it is very similar to Proto-Indo-European, a prehistoric human dialect.
Get moving, Marines. Things are getting weirder down below. You have to reach that anomaly. I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what. Get down there and find out.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Xeno swarm! Get hot! What are we looking at in here, Doc?
It could be, I mean, well, that structure... I have no idea.
Head right? It's in that direction-ish. You'll find it.
Curious.
Bugs from the far side!
Shit! Bypassing death.
Endeavor just detected a burst of 511 kilo-electron volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Rearming. Ambush.
Map of this place. These halls loop all over. Up top, what is... You have any visual?
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Clean out the Xenos first. Hey, hold up and listen.
Grabbing ammo.
I will try to acquire a facility layout.
Patching up.
Hit only the controls I specify.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Sentry gun ready. Sentry deployed. Now we're talking.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Eyes up! A crunchy one!
I could only find a local map. Please head up the ramp.
I'll get those bastards for this. All right, 8 hits.
Xenos ahead, coming over the bridge! Honecker. Anything you can tell us about who built this place?
There's not one hard angle in there. Just curves. Maybe a cultural preference?
Listen.
Xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life? Or rats. Palace Station had rats.
Hear that?
I'd hate to get lost in here. You'd never find your way out. Boiling up! Look right! Watch the far side!
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner?
Grabbing ammo.
The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Hold that! Xeno's incoming!
Bypassing damage.
So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the,
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output.
grabbing ammo.
Again, I fear I could only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
I'll get those bastards for this.
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the
Nice.
presumed control center?
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Sentry gun ready.
You got Xenos all over. Closing! Watch the drone!
passing damage.
Decipher the controls. Try farthest left, lower right bottom, center top.
Stand ready, Fireteam.
That's a ship, right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's Asset Zero. That's where we're headed, Fireteam.
We haven't forgotten about all that missing pathogen, right?
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it.
So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Paula Station experimented with. Weyland-Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs, and that's when everything went off the rails. That was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech. Definitely artificial. Unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Someone a hell of a lot smarter than us. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or anything, I'll be here.
Heard the new track by Left Upwell? Love that band. What can I get you? Anything not on the racks, I can pull out of Cargo 4.